A very good day to everybody and welcome as we discuss value chain, as we discuss aspects of creating and transitioning value in our lives, in our activities, in our endeavors, and in everything that we do. I think it goes without saying that if we are not careful, we might find ourselves in a merry-go-round situation. There are some people who don't mind a merry-go-round situation. As a matter of fact, they crave a merry-go-round situation. They like the idea of going round and round and round, the same thing, the idea of not being able to achieve a particular goal, because they like the dizziness with which a merry-go-round situation creates for them. So today we're going to discuss value chain. A value chain is a progression of activities. Watch that participative word. It is a progression of activities that you as an individual, that your organization, depending on whether it's a corporation, limited liability company, sole trader, it doesn't matter, firms itself up in operating in a particular performance in order to deliver a valuable service or a valuable product to the end user. So within value chain system, it is about your full life cycle as a person, the full life cycle of your product, the processes with which you do everything that you do. If it were a business, including material sourcing, branding, marketing, and all those wonderful things. Value chain is not at all a separate entity of our lives. Value chain is a continuous process within our lives. So which means your goals for 2023 must reflect the value addition of 2022. The lifestyle of 2022 must reflect the lessons of 2021. The lessons of 2021 must be inspired by the experience of 2020. And those experiences will definitely be dignified or maligned or undermined by the encounters of 2020. So each year, progressively or otherwise, is supposed to add value to whatever you do. Consequently and subsequently, the choices that you are making right now, this day, this moment, must be in relation to your value chain. So let me put it in a practical sense. Let us say you drive a Mercedes Benz and you have said to yourself, I've now reached a place where I want my value chain to reflect the brand Mercedes Benz, as an example. Within that value chain, you are therefore now supposed to source mechanics of Mercedes-Benz, spare parts of Mercedes-Benz, lubricants approved by Mercedes-Benz, and you cannot have your Mercedes-Benz being repaired by a Toyota Corolla mechanic. The consumption of your life, the production of your life, the recreation of your life, the renovation of your life, the revitalization of your life, the resuscitation of your life, the revival of your life, the replenishment and the replacement of your life must be within the value system that you hold. Let's go deeper. If your new value chain system now includes effective time management, it means you must be associated with activities that point towards your new value chain system of new time management, which means the 5 value chain framework structures must be fulfilled, which are your inbound operations, your outbound operations and logistics, your marketing and sales, and the services that you offer or that you demand. When you walk in those value chain structures, you will collect around your life the tools you need for the value system you are making. Let me go deeper. A bee has a value chain of honey production. That is a bee. So within the collection structure of its value chain, a bee must look for pollen from plants, from flowers. That is a value chain structure of a bee. There is no way a bee is going to find itself underwater. That is a value chain of a sea-based organism, such as fish, seashells, shrimp, and so on and so forth. Am I making sense? So, number 2, identify entities that are part of your value system. I'm going into a business of land. Which entities are going to be part of my value system? I will need a lawyer. I'm going to open a salon. Which entities are part of my value system? I need a supplier, a good supplier of human hair. I'm opening a restaurant. I need a value chain system of people who supply goats, pigs, cattle at a discounted price. So what are the entities that you need? Number 3, connect those dots and functions. I now drive a Mercedes-Benz. Who is going to be working on the electricals of my car? Who's going to be working on the brakes of my car? I now have a Rosa minibus. One of the weaknesses of a Rosa minibus is that the brake system usually fails. Who is going to handle my brake system on a Rosa minibus? I now drive a Tesla. Where will be my charging ports? Am I making sense? Number 4, within the value chain system, begin to value and evaluate the structures of your value chain system. As well as within valuing and evaluating those structures, you must evaluate and discharge the people or the systems that no longer want to be part of your value chain. So I'll give you another example. We are electrifying one of our buildings, and we got a quotation from a particular electrician. This electrician did one of our smaller structures, and something was just fishy about this electrician. We felt then and now that he had overcharged us extremely. It's one thing to overcharge somebody by 5%, 7%, but when you overcharge someone by 60, 70%, then that company is not retaining its value. It is losing its value. So what we did, therefore, with this particular person, we let him finish because that was a bit of an emergency. We let him finish, and we are now working on another building which is bigger. Now, as a critical analysis of our value chain system, we realized that we could not use that quotation. He gave us a quotation for about $1,000 US. And it was fishy, left, right, center, everywhere you want to look at it. So something told me, your current builder, is very good at bringing you qualitative people who come from his value chain system, entities of your value chain. Get him to write you a new quotation. And within a day, a new quotation came. Ladies and gentlemen, as I speak to you, a new electrician is working on that building, and we've only paid, actually we've saved over 50% of what the previous electrician had quoted us. So as you evaluate the links of your value chain, you should be able to discharge those value chains links that are no longer compatible with the place and the norms and values of today. Remember, you are a person who's metamorphosizing. You are changing and you are transitioning, and you want to go to the next level of your life through your value chain. In terms of contrasting between the different types of value chain system, We can look at the differentiation of different approaches to your business, to your life, and you need to identify the model that works best for you. So let's say you're running a business, you can say to yourself, my model is to create customer value through providing superior products. You can say, my value chain is to be in the car manufacturing business, but to create innovative vehicles that have more battery power. For example, if we go to battery vehicles and so on and so forth. If it's your restaurant, you can say my value chain proposition is that I will open longer hours, or I will serve African dishes. Whatever it is, create a value chain that is unique to your strength, to your SWOT analysis, a value chain that you can stand by, a value chain that you can defend. Why is value chain important, ladies and gentlemen? Value chain in our personal business lives increases the efficiency of our businesses. It increases the efficiency of our lifestyles. I think last week I shared with you how some of our vehicles were being abused, and as a value chain system, we created a way in which we can monitor our vehicles 24 hours a day. When we have value chain activities, we then create a leverage at the lowest cost. We manage our values. We don't lose value. In the example I've given you of the electrician, where we're going to lose all that kind of money. And we create a competitive advantage for ourselves and for our companies. We increase our overall margins in terms of profitability and the other things that we do. Remember, there are 5 levels of productivity in your life. According to Peter Models of Value Chain, Peter suggests that there is a primary activity level. Who are you as a person, as a business? What are your values and your virtues? You can never be anything more than you already are. Inbound logistics. What are the things that are bringing you a sort of productivity in your life? Operations. How do you run your life? How do you run your business? How in tune are you with the daily activities of your life? Outbound logistics. What are you giving? What are you selling? What are other people demanding from you when your phone rings? Marketing and sales. How do you compete with others in terms of communication, in terms of positioning yourselves in the marketplace? When we position ourselves strategically and overally in a manner in which we remain competitive, it creates goodwill with people. It brings assets into our lives. And most of all, we enjoy process that is absolutely beautiful. So how do we turn around our lives? What are the 6 things we can do right now, this day, to ensure that our value chain, our value system is at its highest level? Plan. Plan about what you want to do. Number 1. Number 2, improve that which you already have. Remember, I just showed you how we can improve cost analysis, expenditure, and so on and so forth. Improve that which you have. Engage yourself. Engage your staff. Design and transition from mediocrity into excellence. From obscurity into notoriety. From mediocre lives to cutting edge kind of leadership. Design and transition. Obtain new things. Replace the old. Don't be a holder. Build as you obtain. Build on what you have to go to the next level. Above all, deliver and support. May the good Lord be with you. May the good Lord change everything that you do. And when you do that, you will create a value chain around you. Your processes in which you do business, the processes through which you make decisions, you will be considerate of every facet of your life. That value will continue to grow. In the end, your loyalty to yourself and to your goals will remain untouched. Your spirituality will be motivated. Your humility will be fortified. Your compassion and honesty will continue to grow because of value chain. People who commit suicide, it's because their value chain has been compromised. Your integrity and selflessness will be the fortitude with which you stand, you sit, and you sing. I'll talk to you another time. This has been your friend and brother Mubita Nawa. God bless you, and I'm out.